and welcome. Thank you for joining. We continue to transition here from cold to warm temperatures and moving plants from the greenhouses to shade structures. It is now warming up. It will be 90 degrees Fahrenheit today, so it's time to remove the coverings. I made this makeshift greenhouse structure to save the pigeon peas plants. It worked, but I had some close calls. For the next time around, I will ensure that I anchor the frames. This will help a big deal. Well, we encountered numerous windy conditions over the winter months, and I had to make repairs and modifications. So here in this area with the pigeon peas, I eventually added some potted plants to the area. Space was a constraint, so every space helped. Most of the plants survived, so that's a good thing. So in this structure, we had just regular 6mm plastic, and in between there's some T-posts to slope the roof to prevent the roof from collapsing due to heavy water. And so it worked. The runoff worked quite well. So the pigeon peas are loaded as shown here. So once I'm through with removing the enclosure, I will be harvesting the mature pigeon peas. In this area, I need to note also that during the winter months, I heated this area with propane heater. There is also a small electric heater. I use this as a backup because these plants are so sensitive to the cold. I had to make sure there were adequate heat whenever the temperature was really low. I would say 40 and below. And during the day, it warmed up quite a bit, so I ensured I had a fan which helped with circulating the air. Okay, so here in this area, some of the plants I have a couple of potted banana plants, and even some veggies planted among them. I had some red kale plant. Now these are biennial, so this plant was here from last year, so I recently harvested the leaves. Next to the pot with kale, I have some sugarcane plants. I gathered most of the sugarcane, harvested them. I repotted some. I have been harvesting bell pepper. I also have bell pepper growing, winterizing. That winterized in this area. I also had lemongrass. There were 2 varieties of cayenne pepper. One was the Buena Mulata cayenne pepper. The peppers, basically with the Buena Mulata cayenne pepper, the peppers start purple and then they pass through orange and to the final color red. Okay, so here we can see it's at the first stage, purple, and it will be changing to orange and then red. So this is a Chayote plant. They're perennials, and so I'm pleased that this also survived because they're very sensitive to the cold weather. Okay, so here more sugarcane, more bell peppers. I had some habanero planted among the pigeon peas plant, so they survived well. They're planted directly in the ground. This is also one of the plant, Tulsi Basil. It's one of the survivors. Most of them did not make it, but this one came through well. More sprouted sugarcane. So the sugarcane are distributed throughout the structure. Here you have a pomegranate plant. It could survive outdoors, but it will have to start from scratch, and so I just brought it indoors so that it will start producing fruits at a faster pace. Okay, so there are also eggplants. These are some of the eggplants that I brought in from last year. And here's another Cavendish banana plant. The turmeric are doing well. I have two types of turmeric, the black turmeric and the regular yellow turmeric. So those are also just sprouting. So I am pleased that all of these plants overwintered well for the most part. And I'm excited about the pigeon peas that I will be harvesting, and I'll provide you an update in the next video. So thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to the Petersville Farm channel if you have not done so. Thank you.